few of them that I thought would be fun today. So first of all, this is something you might want to know how to do so you can avoid doing it. And people say graphic design is harmless, people say it's ephemeral, people say it's cosmetic, people say it doesn't really mean all that much, but you can ruin the world with graphic design. I haven't quite done it yet, but this poor lady here, his name is Teresa Lepore, and 15 years ago, she worked for the government, and one of her tasks as a government worker in the United States was the tedious act of laying out government forms. One of the forms she had to lay out was a ballot for a presidential election, and she worked for the Board of Elections in Palm Beach County, Florida. So if you remember what happened there in Florida, if you know your history books, that was the year that George Bush ran against Al Gore. And election night, bizarrely enough, the entire country was tied. It was a tie vote, and it was all going to depend on how the vote came out in Florida. And Florida was nearly tied, and it was all coming down to the votes in Palm Beach County. This is what Teresa did. Okay, you were picking between George W. Bush in position number 1, right? Your second choice is Al Gore in position number 2, right? But she had too many things to lay out. So she laid them down that side, then laid them on that side, and the way you voted was you took a thing and you punched a hole in the middle, right? So if you wanted George Bush, bingo, hole number 1. You want Al Gore, hole number 2, right? Wrong! If you did hole number 2, you were voting for this guy on the other side, Pat Buchanan. And so about 1,000 people later claimed they voted accidentally for Pat Buchanan. They meant to vote for Al Gore. And guess what? By some counts, and people dispute this, but by some counts, Al Gore lost the election in Florida by 700 or so votes. So because of graphic design, that kind of crappy job that every graphic designer in this room has been forced to do, too much type, not enough space, one color, government form, do it fast, just it has to be out there, bad printing, this is what happened. And what happened after that? The invasion of Iraq, the invasion of Afghanistan, So, if anyone asks you,